Alisha, no. We're unwell.
Be silly, be happy, be yourself.
No! With Katherine Heigl.
I couldn't get past the first 30 minutes.
Women in STEM.
No! Love Actually.
Oh! Remi, bad.
Remi, don't eat your shit.
Then I was listening, but now I'm like, listening.
Ramble.
Pretty basic.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Pretty Basic, your favorite podcast on the internet app webs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also brought to you by Lana Del Rey's favorite vloggers. Lana Del Rey's favorite vloggers. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm going to really stop saying it. I was just kidding. But, and I know it's probably, people are like, they're never going to shut up about it.
No, I'm just scared we're going to jinx it one day.
I will say, when I posted it initially, a future guest of ours, can I say a future guest of ours?
Yeah.
She commented, Tana Mojo, she commented and said, please never stop talking about this.
So you're allowed to.
So I'm allowed to, but also, I mean, I promise I am done with it. I was just being silly. But we are her favorite vloggers. Have you started overthinking everything that you put out?
Oh my God, no. Literally yesterday I filmed a vlog and it took me a while to kind of get in I was exhausted. And I was just like, am I overthinking everything? Because now I just feel like I'm watching this through a different lens. But then I had a moment, I took a nap, and then I woke up and I was like, Alisha, like, literally that didn't happen. Like, now I'm gaslighting myself into thinking it didn't happen. So like, I'm like, oh, just keep doing what you've normally been doing and being a derpy nerd in your videos.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've gone on live since it happened. I've done
press tour.
Yeah, I'm on a press tour. But no, actually, like I was on live and I posted a vlog. I've posted just anything that I've posted, like TikToks. All of the comments now are like in the live. They're like, "Hi, Lana. Lana's watching this," or like in the TikTok comments, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Lana watches these TikToks too." So I just think it's like a funny inside joke now for everyone. But I do understand if you're annoyed of it, we are on the tail end of it. I just want to say.
No, you know what's funny is it reminds me. You know when you watch your own story multiple times and then you're thinking of a crush or like someone who then you start seeing it from their perspective. Yep. You're like, oh my God, let me pretend I'm them. And then you watch it again as if you haven't watched it a million bajillion times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. So obviously we are back here in the studio. A few days ago, we actually uploaded a bonus episode and that was all about our Lana moment. And I loved the comments on that though, because so many people were saying how it felt like they were with us.
Yes.
And then it was also weird because I uploaded my vlog and I didn't realize how much we said her name in my vlog before meeting her. So I'm editing and I'm like, oh my God, like what? And then so many people were commenting saying it's so weird knowing what happened and watching the vlog of everything.
For sure.
But we did do a bonus episode and I think we should do more bonus episodes like that. Like that was so fun. And I love how it kind of, I don't know, it just felt like an extra little
boost. I loved it. I had so much fun. I can't believe that in the beginning of the episode, before we even started recording, I was like, you guys cried. And then we sit down, I'm like, the tissues are there. And then I sob. The remnants of my sobbing is still here. We have my mascara on this tissue here. I just cried so hard for Ollie and I'm just still so happy for him. And it's just so funny, like how many people have either like reached out to us behind the scenes. We went to the Kids' Choice Awards like 2 days later and we literally got recognized for the video. Like they're like, were you in the Lana video? We're like, that's us. We got like, we went to dinner later that night and we went to like a birthday party dinner and we didn't know everyone there. And they look at us and they're like, oh my God, we saw the video. Are you okay? And both of us in unison, no.
We're unwell. We said we're unwell.
It's just so fun how excited everybody got for us and with us.
And we are still unwell. And yes, I'm gaslighting myself into believing it was all a Zoloft dream. And none of it was real. And I can just continue on and not overthink anything in my life.
I agree with that. And I too feel that way. If you're watching the video, you may think, Remi, what beautiful stylish clothing am I wearing today? It's Pretty Basic merch, everybody. And we have a new line dropping or new collection dropping. If you can see the Pretty Basic hat, I will just put it out there that I am wearing the Pretty Basic sweatshirt, and we did have a bit of a manufacturing issue with the sample. If you buy the real one, it will not say this, but the front does say Pretty Basic cocktail because the back is really cute. We've got this cute like cocktail graphic design. It looks like a martini glass. It's in pink, super cute. The front was supposed to just say Pretty Basic, but someone who printed the sweatshirt didn't get the memo, took the creative liberty to put Pretty Basic Cocktail, which when my hair does cover up half of it, it does say Pretty Basic Cock. So we will be changing that, just so you know.
You know what's funny though? Now that we're drawing attention to it, I know all the comments are going to say, no, we want this one.
That similar energy to when I made Be Silly, Be You, Be Yourself.
Yes.
And everyone wanted my ugly fake merch.
I hope you know, I've gotten rid of a lot of, let's be real, influencers merch over the years, you know? Mm-hmm. Go to local donation store. You will find them.
Yep.
And that one is one I will probably frame. I will never get rid of that one. Parker was over. This was a long time ago. Parker was over.
Parker's our stylist, by the way.
Yes, our stylist. She was over helping me go through my closet to get rid of things. So I kind of just let her do her thing. I said, hey, like I was super busy that day. I was like, hey, just go up. I trust your judgment. Anything you think I should get rid of, just toss it in a pile or donate or whatever. And then I'll go through the piles, but like just have fun, go at it. She's like, okay, amazing. So a few hours later, I think I was filming that day, and then I come back up and I see all the piles, and I was like, oh my God, perfect, this is amazing. And there were, I'm not gonna lie, a few things that I went, and one of those things was your merch.
She didn't like it?
She was like, yeah, like, what is this? And I was like, you can't get rid of that one. And then I explained the whole thing to her, and she's like, okay, that makes so much more sense. But I pictured it from a stylist perspective of like, Alisha Marie, why is this in your closet?
That's what I told you. I was trying to make it ugly, but everyone for some reason loved it. I did actually get rid of mine. I know, I've told you this already. I did like a month after I donated it, and then everybody was upset with me for donating it.
You could have sold that.
I could have, honestly. Cal still has his though, so we can share
it.
It's
we can auction it off. We could do a giveaway. Like you win the one of three. Well, now it's
one.
Wait,
one of three.
I want to know who has it now. Think about it.
It's probably somewhere at a Goodwill.
I know.
Maybe
if you live in the greater LA surrounding area.
Someone's wearing Be Silly, Be Happy, Be Yourself. What if they just like found it in Goodwill and we're like, this is sick.
This is sick. And if you are new and you don't know, like 2 years ago, Remi pranked me during Vlogmas where she got me merch and pretended that it was hers. So when I opened it, you could see the distress on my face being like, oh no, do I help her? Like, do I say that it looks bad? But in my head, I was thinking, this is a prank. But that 10% of me was like, what if this isn't a prank?
I made it a bright green sweatshirt with like really cursive-y, ugly font with an infinity sign. And on the font, it said, be silly, period. Be you, period. Be yourself.
Can I say it was so chuggy? It was camp.
It was campy, I know. Maybe we'll bring it back for a special edition one day.
I would live, laugh, love.
I would also live, laugh, love if it did like better than any other merch I put my back into.
I'm being dead ass.
I'm sure it would.
That whole Big Bear trip you did, like the 4-day merch shoot you did.
Yep.
This will do so much better.
Blow it out of the water.
Blow it out of the water. Anyways, how are you? How have you been? I feel like we've been hanging out a lot lately in a good way. Not that we're sick of each other.
I know. I've been seeing you so much lately, which is such a beautiful push and pull of the podcast because it's so fun when we come to the podcast. We haven't like kikied in a while and we're like, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. But right now I feel like I know everything that's going on in your life, but our listeners don't know everything that's going on. And I feel as though you might want to share with them what they've all been waiting for that I have been blessed to know already.
Wait, way to spin this on me. I asked you how you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing, honestly, not that well.
Sorry, I'm only laughing because you're laughing.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, with ups comes downs. What goes up must come down. I mean, if I'm being fully honest with everybody right now, obviously, if they listen to the last couple episodes and have just even been keeping up with my life since January 1st of this year, like there's been so much amazing stuff going on and it's been so much fun, but also I am just feeling a little overwhelmed. And I feel like this always happens with me. You know, when so many good things are happening to you, it's obviously such a blessing and you're like, this is amazing. But then in the back of your head, you're also like, okay, well, when is this going to end? What bad thing is going to come?
I do that too. And I know we're similar that way. And it sucks because you want to live in the moment and like have so much, enjoy all the fun things that are happening. But there's always that little voice in the back of your head thinking
like it's too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
Yes.
Something bad's going to be coming.
I know.
You're going to jinx it. Yeah.
I've been thinking that along with, I think just having so many things on my plate. And again, they've been amazing, like career highs, life highs, so amazing. At the same time, it also has been just a lot for me as an individual just schedule wise, I've been feeling very overwhelmed. And I feel like I just haven't had a lot of time for my personal life lately. Like I haven't seen Cal really at all this week. I feel like I'm just like, I do something and I go out, I leave the house all day and I come back home and he's going to bed already. Like, I feel so bad. I called him. I was like, I miss you so much. I'm so sorry. He was like, it's okay. You're just so famous. I was like, don't say that. Like, I miss him so much. And I miss just like being with the dogs and just like that sense of normalcy. Again, just to clarify, beyond blessed beyond belief, cannot believe these things are happening. And I feel so lucky.
Sorry, I have to interject. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that Cal works so early. So I feel like anytime I'm over, he always has to go to bed early because he has to be up at like 4 or 5. Like he's up so early. So your schedules really don't match each other's that way.
And he works from home. So he's just like home, like working. Maybe we'll leave for like the occasional appointment, grocery shopping, whatever, but like is very home most of the time, which I am too usually, but I've just been gone so much lately. So it's been a little bit overwhelming on my schedule, but beyond blessed again and so happy.
Isn't it so weird how you can miss someone when you're physically together?
Yeah.
A lot. Like there's even been times in our friendship where we see each other all the time, whether it's the podcast or, you know, we're vlogging, filming, like we're just seeing each other physically a lot, but at the same time you can still miss someone. For
sure. And that's even like a problem that Cal and I had in our relationship when we first moved in together, because both of us, I took quality time, or my idea of quality time was different than what he was envisioning as quality time. Like to him, just sitting in a room together felt like, oh, but we're hanging out. But for me, I was like, no, like my idea of hanging out is like going out somewhere. But his idea of like quality time is being home together in the same room, but just having conversation, like just being together physically for him is different than my idea.
So for you, quality time is like going out on a date.
I think that just also, I think honestly in my head, I'm like, if we're home, we're kind of more like roommates.
Yeah.
And when we're out and about and doing like activities or going on a trip or something, that to me feels much more like quality time. But obviously that's not happening all the time. Like trips are so far and few. I don't know, but we figured it out and we feel good. And like, I just miss seeing him. I haven't seen him at all lately.
Yeah. I'm so curious what listeners who are on YouTube who can comment what your idea of quality time is. Cause I feel like I guess for me, it depends on the person. Like quality time with you, I think is us out doing more, us having deep talks. Like, I guess that's more words of affirmation though. No, not affirmation. I guess quality time, I'm like, tell me your life story. Like, tell me everything about you. But I feel like even in relationships, like quality time, I could be at home chilling and just cuddling on the couch and would see that more as quality time too. But I've never lived with a significant other.
It just goes, it goes in ebbs and flows. And there have been times where, even times I'm sure where we're sitting and I'm like at home and I'm thinking this is quality time. And he's like, this isn't, like we need to go out and do something. So it just goes back and forth. But
also phones don't help.
No, and that's the thing. Because sometimes I'm like, let's just sit in the same room and scroll on TikTok together. And that's not quality time. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It just depends.
Granted, this is my sister and not a significant other, but Ashley always gets pissed when she says, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I'm so down. And then she's like, what do you want to watch? I'm like, I don't really care. And here's the thing. She should know, if I say I don't really care, that means, yes, I'm going to be on my phone the whole time. So go ahead and watch whatever you want because I don't really care. But when I'm thinking, no, I really want to watch a rom-com, we have different movie styles. She hates rom-coms. She hates anything that's like cheesy or like girly. She hates reality shows. And I love like a deep thinker type show, movie. I'm even down for violence and stuff, but I have to be in the mood to watch that, where she's constant. Like she always jokes that she's a dude in that way because all of her boyfriends in her past have always loved her movie taste because she's kind of like a dude, like just loves like action, all of that stuff, murder stuff, like all of that stuff. Where I'm like, wait, but you don't want to watch Cheaper by the Dozen? Like I'm like, oh, you don't want to watch I Feel Pretty? I'm like, you don't want to watch She's like, no, not really. So anytime she's out of town, Lexi and I, who's a good friend, she lives down the street, so she's over a lot. Lexi and I love rom-coms, so we're always like, Ashley's not here, let's watch whatever we want to watch. Aww. Or it was sorry, I'm on a tangent. It was Lexi's birthday a few weeks ago, so she's over. It was me, Ashley, and Lexi, and Ashley was like, okay, what movie do we want to watch? How about this? How about this? And I was like, Lexi wants to watch a rom-com because that's her favorite, and it was her birthday, and she was like, yeah, maybe we can watch this. And Ash seemed so not interested. And I was like, Ashley, it's her birthday.
What'd you watch?
Oh my God, we watched Wish Upon a Star, the old Disney movie. No?
Never seen it. No.
With Katherine Heigl.
Oh, I've seen the cover. I've never watched it.
Oh my God. It is so good. I swear it shaped my childhood. It was also so weird how instantly everything came back to my memory. Like the outfits they were wearing. And I remember just dreaming of wearing outfits like that. Like everything about it was crazy. What was even more insane to me is technically it's a Disney movie and we couldn't find it on the Disney Plus.
Oh.
And then we found it on YouTube. It's for free. Y'all should watch it. But I distinctly remember it used to be on Disney Channel. And then when I was watching it, it was so not Disney appropriate now. But you know, there's this one scene where the younger sister's wearing this essentially like dominatrix outfit to school, like because she's trying to get back at her sister and stuff. And even like the making out and all this, I was like, whoa, Disney would never now. So it makes sense why it's not on Disney Plus.
That makes sense.
But it is free on YouTube. Go watch it. It was great. So that's what we watched.
Okay, as we all know, I am constantly in the kitchen cooking. I've been really popping off on my TikTok lately.
Oh, we know.
Thank you so much. But making lots of like cooking content, which I've been having so much fun with. And honestly, trying to make like 5 recipes in a day, I easily will go to the store and grab, you know, all my groceries. And then by the time I get home and I'm starting to create, I forgot butter, or I thought that I had sour cream and I ate it all last night. So DoorDash has been coming in clutch for me, you guys, because basically they can obviously deliver all your restaurant favorites, you know, Popeyes, Cheesecake Factory, that local Thai restaurant you like, but you can also get grocery deliveries that actually delivers too. With thousands of grocery stores to choose from, you'll find the best in your neighborhood and boost your local economy with each and every order. You'll get exactly what you ordered, or they'll make it right. So sit back and enjoy some quality groceries just like you picked for yourself. So whether you want to do your whole grocery order through DoorDash, or you know, you're like me and you forgot butter or salt or whatever, sugar, you're out of sugar, you're making a cake, it'll come to your door in less than an hour. It's fantastic. And if you want even more value, you can save on all of your grocery and restaurant favorites with a $0 delivery fee on all eligible orders with a Dash Pass membership. I love my Dash Pass membership, you guys. I love seeing how much money I save with it, and it's just such an amazing offer that they have. So with easy substitutions right in the app and best-in-class customer support, DoorDash delivers groceries exactly how you want it. Get 50% off your first DoorDash order up to a $20 value when you use code PRETTYBASIC at checkout. Limited time offer, terms apply. That's 50% off up to a $20 no-min subtotal and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code PRETTYBASIC. Don't forget, that's code PRETTYBASIC for 50% off your first order with DoorDash.
You know, we couldn't be in our hot blogger era if it wasn't for Priceline.
I actually was on Priceline this morning because I am looking to book my flights to go to Glendale, Arizona for the first Taylor Swift concert of the Eras Tour. I genuinely was on, you guys, and I love how easy Priceline makes everything. I personally am going with Cal to go visit his sister. And while they have a separate bedroom, and I'm very excited to see them, I cannot stay there because they just got a new kitten who is so adorable, but I just can't
Definitely
be there.
allergic.
Exactly. Because of the allergies, I can't sleep there. So I have to find a hotel close by. Luckily, Priceline made everything so easy for me. I mean, my personal happy place, I would say, as much as I love the beach, I love Hawaii, I love the mountains, nothing makes me happier than being at a concert of someone that I love. So I'm so excited to go, and I'm so excited to have Priceline in my arsenal to make all my booking easy, from my flight to the hotel to the rental car. Everything is all in one hub, which is just amazing.
From Miami, Vegas, Cancun, Paris, and beyond, Priceline can save you up to 60% off on select hotels, along with flights, rental cars, cruises, and more all around the world. It's easy. You search, book, and go. Also, obviously, as we've been saying, you save so much money by booking through Priceline, so it's fantastic. And you can take all that money that you're saving and do something cool with wherever you go. Like, I'm going to go to a nice dinner when I get there because I'm saving so much money on what I normally would have just spent on booking a flight, a hotel, a rental car, etc. So it's fantastic, and you guys can see for yourself why millions of people trust Priceline with getting them to their happy place at a happy price. Go to priceline.com/prettybasic to get to your happy place. And as a special offer for Pretty Basic listeners, Priceline is giving you 15% off Hotel Express deals with code PRETTY23 when you book before May 1st. Side tangent, name your top 3 favorite DCOMs, and then we're going to go into rom-coms. Okay, here's the thing. I suck at any question like this, but I will try. So you go first.
Okay, top 3 DCOMs. Go Figure, which I'm going to be so honest, loved it as a kid. It was my favorite movie when it would play on Disney Channel. When Disney Plus came around, I was so excited. I think you were there. Yeah. I was so excited to watch Go Figure. gonna be honest, doesn't really stand up to what I thought it was. Regardless, number 1. Stuck in the Suburbs, a very close number 2.
Stuck in the Suburbs. Wait, that one was so good.
I loved essentially like the rom-com equivalent of a DCOM. And then Jordan Cahill, even though that wasn't like a rom-com, but that one was good. And then I would say, I mean, obviously, Cheetah Girls.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't
Specifically,
count.
Cheetah Girls 2, though.
Really? I liked
The
one way better than
party's just
2.
begun. I think the music was way better in 2.
I don't want to be like Cinderella.
Are you kidding? Like, Strut, The Party's Just Begun.
No, I was a Cheetah Girls 1 through and through. This is so embarrassing. I remember taking a tape recorder, putting it up to the TV and recording the songs.
That's so cute.
So I could listen to them again.
That's women in STEM right there.
Women in STEM.
That's good.
I was young. I don't think I had an iPod, or they had just come out and they must have been expensive. Because I remember, like, you know, my mom had this big, like, tape recorder thing, and I'd, like, go up.
What was your
so
first
funny.
iPod that you had?
Oh, I had this green Nano.
I had the green Nano.
The skinny one?
Yeah, but my first was the pink iPod Mini.
Oh, see, I didn't have that.
I wish I kept all those things.
Oh my God. I just saw, I was about to say an article. I just saw on TikTok that a woman sold her first iPod, or was it iPhone? I think it was iPhone, that she never had opened. It was still in the box. Guess how much it was auctioned off for?
$10,000.
$63,000.
Shit. I remember my first memory of an iPod was I was in my dance class. It was a tap class, and my teacher came in and was like, I got this new music player, and we all ran over to look at it, and it was a white brick. And do you remember it had the dial? Oh my God, this is so crazy. It had the little circle dial with a center button, and then it had 4 buttons at the top, and it was like go back, skip forward, pause, and stop.
Oh my God.
And I remember, and it was always like black and white. Remember, like you could play games on them back in the day too.
No.
If you went to menu, there were like some like random games you could play.
Okay, but Snake, the best Nokia game ever, you'd play on your parents' phone.
I didn't have a Nokia.
Are you kidding me? Did you ever play Snake?
No, I had Sprint my whole life.
Wait, but you never have played Snake.
No, I don't think so.
Where you there's dots and you like it gets bigger with every what? Are you kidding me?
I always had Sprint until like a couple years ago, and every time I would get a phone, like Sprint would make their own like generic, generic, but like Sprint version of a phone. Like
the chocolate.
All I wanted was the chocolate. All I wanted was the
Sidekick.
sidekick. All I wanted was the razor. I would go on eBay and bid. I would bid on razors, and my dad would be like, first of all, you have no money. Second of all, we have Sprint. You can't use that. And I had the Sprint equivalent of the razor, which was called the Katana.
Oh my God.
I'm going to pull up a photo for you.
Wait.
But please give me your DCOM faves.
Oh my God. Wait, that's insane. I can't, Remi, that was we have to have you play it.
Okay. I mean, I'll do it.
I just don't get, like, was that only a Nokia thing?
The Sprint equivalent of
my
the
God.
razor.
My first phone, like,
Sanyo.
lit up on the sides, and I loved it. Also, it was indestructible. I remember throwing that thing everywhere. It fell down multiple flights of stairs at different points.
That's like a meme, like Nokia phone specifically,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Anyways, top 3 DCOMs is really hard for me because it depends what mood I'm in. But thinking back, the ones that I would watch a lot, like over and over again, 13th Year. Ashley had a huge crush.
Is that the mermaid guy?
Yes!
Okay.
God, it's so weird how like we had different childhoods. You know what I mean? Like, how did you not just freak out when I said that? You know, it's fine. 13th Year, Smart House. I loved when they threw the party, and to clean that easy. Oh my God, my wet dream.
Smart House just freaked me out a little bit.
Well, what's crazy is now we pretty much all have smart houses.
Yes.
I'm constantly like, okay, Google. Do
I
this.
know I know. I think of that every time I have Google do something like extra, like the lights or something.
Can we change Google's name?
Probably. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh my God. I made Ashley. Wow, I'm just such a little sister. I changed Ashley's thing. I changed Ashley's Google Home to say that her name was Bitch. So it'd be like, you're welcome, bitch. It was funny as fuck. Anyways, 13th Year. I loved Johnny Tsunami, Brink, Motocross, Double Team, the basketball one. Loved that one. I can't count like Cheetah Girls movie like that. Those are not DCOMs to me. Those are like Oscar winning.
Well, technically, like High School Musical 1 and 2.
Yes,
maybe even 3. Technically,
I don't count those as DCOMs.
I
like
agree.
they are, but they're not.
I understand that. I do get that.
But yeah.
Okay, favorite rom-coms now, because Your Ashley is my Cal.
Yes,
I love a rom-com.
I love.
I eat that shit up, and they don't make them like they used to.
No, okay, this is a tangent, but
It's okay. We've been tangenting for like 30 minutes.
yes, I forget who it was. It was a well-known actor who does producing, and it was this interview with him, and he was big in a lot of rom-coms, especially in the like early 2000s and stuff. And basically,
Ashton Kutcher, right?
Was it Ashton Kutcher? It was someone like that. I don't know if it was him, but it was someone equivalent. And he was saying the reason why everyone kind of stopped doing rom-coms was because you knew when you made a rom-com, it wouldn't perform the best in like the box office. Like you knew it was what it was, but you really banked on selling DVDs to make up that difference. And now that everything's streaming, they lost that. So most studios don't want to produce them because unless like compared to Marvel or these franchises that make Stranger Things and stuff, like unless it's that level, like most studios don't want to touch a simple rom-com because it's not going to bring in anything close to it.
Yeah.
And that made so much sense because DVDs like that, like the thought of going to the video store and renting.
Oh my, we talked about Blockbuster this morning.
Blockbuster,
yes.
literally.
I mean, I understand that, but like, how come the ones that are going out on streaming are not good still?
I think because I think now there's a lot of, wait, do you mean the ones that are trying to look like the old ones or the newer ones?
Yeah, like obviously there's that Ticket to Paradise, which was the Julia Roberts and George Clooney one that just came out. I watched the trailer and I didn't personally care to watch that one.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like a similar-ish trope. I like that they're parents now, though. I think that's really cool. But like that was a similar vibe. Obviously that one with Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon that just came out. So bad.
No, I heard it was really bad.
It was I couldn't get past the first 30 minutes. And that is my bread and butter.
And here's the thing. We watched Lindsay Lohan's movie.
Okay.
And
also
that one,
bad.
no, that one was so bad, but it was so good because it was bad. Like it was so good because it was her. And I was just so happy to see her like acting again.
But here's the thing, like, obviously Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher and George Clooney and Julia Roberts, who have all been, Lindsay Lohan, have been in like iconic rom-coms before, so they have the chops. Mm-hmm. Why is it so bad now?
I think now, back then, I don't think they knew what was going to be a hit because there were so many rom-coms and then there's like the ones that stand out.
Yeah.
So I feel like now they're trying to recreate it. You know what I mean? And they're overcompensating in certain areas, or it's like, oh, let's make this cheesy. Like every rom-com's cheesy, let's be real. But oh my God, what's that one with Ryan Reynolds? I love it. With the daughter.
Definitely maybe. I put that in my top. Me too.
Top 3. Definitely maybe. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yep.
What's the one with Katherine Heigl and what's his name?
Gerard Butler.
Yes.
The Ugly Truth.
Ugly Truth.
That one is really
Love
good.
that one. The Holiday is like another one of my favorites.
I'm not a holiday girl, and I always get the holiday mixed up also with that British one with Hugh Grant.
That's what I'm talking about. The Holiday.
Is that the Holiday?
Yeah, that's the Holiday.
And what's the one with Jack Black?
He's in that too.
No, there's 2. And they're very similar, and I get them mixed up, and I don't like either of them. The Holiday is Cameron Diaz, isn't it?
Yeah,
Cameron Diaz, Jack Black. Yeah. And then there's the Hugh Grant one where he has the secretary, and it's British. I know. I get them mixed up every time.
Wait.
There's like a secretary and there's like a little school, like recital, little boy. He has a crush on the girl. They go to the airport. Love Actually.
Oh, I was like, he's in that too.
Is he in both?
Yeah, Hugh
Grant has range.
Oh
He's
my
in my
God.
favorite. I'd put it in my, honestly, maybe, I think number 1, music and lyrics with him and Drew Barrymore.
Oh my God.
So
I forgot about that
underrated. Underrated.
I think I only watched that once.
Goes my heart. We gotta watch it.
Okay, let's do it.
I wish I could have told Drew that to her face.
What are your other ones?
Definitely maybe. There are so many. 13 going on 30. Devil Wears Prada.
Oh my God, Devil Wears Prada.
Iconic.
That's
all the iconic ones.
I would say Devil Wears Prada was a big one for me.
One of my favorites actually is It's Complicated, with Meryl Streep and Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
And John Krasinski.
Yes.
So good.
Yes. I know I'm blanking. I know I'm going to read the
so
comments
many
on this video and everyone's going to say ones that I completely forgot. Even DCOMs. I know there's so many.
I also love Just My Luck with Lindsay Lohan and Chris Pine.
I've never seen that.
No. No.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
She's like really lucky, and then he's really unlucky, and then they kiss one night, and the luck switches. It's so.
What was the chokehold of writers with switching? Like, there were so many Parent Trap equivalents. There were so many like
Lindsay.
Even Wish Upon a Star is about switching.
I love it. I love it.
What was that one called?
Just My Luck.
When did it come out?
Like 2000. Let me guess.
Oh,
Wait. 2000. 2008.
6. Good
Damn.
job. I did not know that was Chris Pine.
Yeah. Chris Pine.
Oh my God.
Might quite possibly be the best of the Chris's. I love just chatting about this stuff. I could do this all day.
I was going to say, what happened to your Chris Evans? What happened, Rem? This is a 180 over here.
I'm happy for him and his love, but I don't know. I mean, is he hot? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is he still up there? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Something about Chris Pine.
Captain American's ass isn't doing it for you anymore.
I mean, he's not even Captain America anymore.
I know.
But I do love Anthony Mackie a lot. I love them all. So exciting.
You know Chris Pine was at the Kids' Choice Awards.
I know.
Okay.
I was there too.
Oh, I just didn't see you freak out. So I was like, wait, you did see him, right?
He looks great. He's in that new movie.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons. Look at that free promo. Hey.
That's a movie?
Yeah, that's what it was.
You know, there's like a celebrity Dungeons and Dragons team. Not team, but like this group of like a lot of hot celebrity men get together and have
play.
like a night. It's Sofia Vergara's husband, Joe.
Oh my God.
Manganiello.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to say his last name. But I watched this video. I don't know how it ended up on my YouTube page. But it was like him buying this like expensive custom table so they could play.
Oh my God.
And he had it like craned in. It was really cool.
Instead of like poker night with the boys.
It's like a famous thing though. They've done it for years.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, so that's how I've been. How have you been?
Oh my God. Honestly, great. As you were alluding to earlier, I went on a date on Friday night.
Are you gonna give us the tea, or how in depth are you gonna go with your dating life? Because obviously I said a little too much on here.
I am a more private person than you, so I won't do the nitty gritty details. But is that surprising? You know what I mean?
No, not shocked.
Not at all. It was really good. I think the main thing that I really learned from that was how much I hate the dating apps.
Really?
Yes, because this was set up because I know we have a mutual friend and they kind of like helped set it up and stuff. So I know he's like followed me on socials for like a little bit. So it was easier being so comfortable and being myself, knowing he knows exactly what I do. He's literally seen me post myself looking like a full fetus with no makeup, like a little toe egg, like just like disgusting, you know? And it made me realize how I never have felt that comfortable, because in past dates, especially with dating apps, why are you sitting there smiling at me?
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
It made me think back to previous dates, and there's been multiple ones where I never knew, do I go into what I do? Do I not go into what I do? And I know we've talked about this before with you, and I feel like you can chat about anything and everything. So it was easy for you to not talk about what you do. You're like, oh yeah, I work in social media, and then drop it, and then you would have other combos. Like, not that this is my life, but it's a huge, huge part of my life, and I'm so passionate about it. So it's hard to not talk about what I do. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, it must have been so awkward on those other dates. Well, I'm sure it wasn't, but in my head thinking, how did I not talk about like what I do or anything like that? Even talking about traveling, it's just, I felt like before I would try to hide that in certain times, because there were other dates where I did talk about it, but I definitely felt weird. So I don't know. I think overall, I just loved how comfortable I felt, and I didn't realize how much that was obviously a huge part of it. And knowing that like he's already seen stuff, I didn't have to try to like hide that or feel embarrassed by it. Because here's the thing. In reality, so many people have preconceived notions of what an influencer does. So there's been plenty of times where
I see that,
you know, even when there was one day I was on and someone, you know, they could definitely, you could tell they were like not into influencers. And then I also remember, I know TK's talked about this before on her pod, but she went on a date and this guy made the comment saying influencers add no value to the world. This was before he knew what she did. Like, and she's sitting there just being like, oh, fuck. Like, here we go. And she wasn't that into him anyway, but that was obviously the deciding factor. She's like, okay, cool. Then later he asks, well, what do you do? And she was like, oh, yeah, you know how you said that? I actually work for a really big influencer. She was still working for me at the time. She's like, I also do stuff myself. And he was so speechless and dumbfounded. His response was, well, I guess I just put my foot in my mouth. Like,
I mean, what else do you say?
Yes, but here's the thing too. Like, I think what's hard with it though is in the end, people can think whatever they want because there are some really like vapid influencers who just love the fame and are like, hee hee, like whatever. But I also know that the majority of influencers I know are actually like boss bitches who work so hard, or guys, but you know, like,
or just good people.
Just good people.
That's
and
like also what matters.
Yes, and really smart people too. So obviously you can't change someone's perception of what they think of influencers, but when it comes to dating, it's kind of hard. I even had an interview yesterday. And the girl was talking to me because she's like, oh, I also do influencing. Like, how do you date? It's so hard. I don't know what to share, what not to share. And I was like, oh my God, no, I feel that because it is really hard. And I get why, especially with the apps, I was like, it's just like, it's a lot. And I don't know. I know we talked about this years ago when you were dating and stuff, and I know we're so different, but how was it for you? Because I feel like then I was listening, but now I'm like listening.
I mean, I have a really bad memory, to be so honest. So it'd probably be better if you just go back and listen to old episodes.
Slide.
But I just think it's so funny that you hate dating apps so much. Like every time, I mean, I appreciate and respect that you give it your try, and it's not not everything is for everyone.
I could try more though. I'm not saying I've tried and I've like given up on it. I'm like, no, I know so many people who are happily almost engaged, basically, like who met on apps. Like, so there's nothing against apps. Even Ashley met her boyfriend on an app, but I think because I already have social anxiety, I feel like that just adds a whole extra layer where at least knowing, oh, they've followed me for a while, or like I know they're not weird through a mutual friend. I don't know, maybe that.
No, and that makes complete sense. I just think it's so funny because I've never thought of it that way. But when you explain it, it makes sense to me that way.
Games on my phone.
I know you have been actually. Well, you're just like a natural gamer girl.
I am, but I just love them to pass the time. Mm-hmm. I feel like lately I've, whether I'm in a car ride or traveling, we've been doing so much traveling, I'm always whipping out my phone and playing my games.
I was going to say, we've been on so many airplanes lately and I haven't been able to connect to Wi-Fi sometimes. And I have so many games on my phone. You got games on your phone? I just love to obviously play something to keep me busy, or, if I'm feeling anxious, it's a wonderful way to distract my mind. And I also have not been a gamer girl. I know you were a gamer girl. I haven't always been a gamer girl, but as of recently, I have been loving a phone game.
It's the laid back ones.
Yes.
It's the ones that are like low stakes, oh my God, like I can't burn the cheeseburger type stuff.
I love that. I will say, I've always been into those kinds of games, or obviously anything to do with food or cooking is just like so much more fun for me to play because I'm interested in it. If you too are listening and you are resonating with what we're saying, then you need to download Love and Pies by Trail Mix Games for free. It's a casual Merge 2 game where you can build your very own cafe, combine ingredients, and uncover a story of drama and romance. Let me tell you guys, I love cooking, I love drama, I love romance. It is perfect for me.
Petition for there to be a character called Remi.
I love that idea.
I love it.
I would be like the little puppy.
Yeah. Play as Amelia as you take over the old family cafe and restore it to its former glory. Meet a diverse cast of characters as you uncover a family story full of secrets and laughs. Decorate your cafe and the surrounding area with beautifully designed items.
If you guys haven't tried a Trail Mix game, they're awesome. They're just so much fun, and they aim to create a safe, empowering space for all players of all ages. So pretty much everybody can play. And for a tasty mix of love and drama, download Love and Pies for free today. That's Love and Pies, free to download in the App Store or Google Play. I think also I would always just make first dates not about me, especially like a first date. And I would just be very inquisitive and ask as many questions as possible to not talk about the fact that I was an influencer, which maybe was a little deceitful looking back on it now. Not quite deceitful, but just like if they asked me what I did, I would say I work in marketing, which that is deceitful to a degree.
It's duplicity.
I just also think... Great word.
Yeah.
SAT. Yeah. I think also, I don't know. I would rather have spent the first date vibing it out to see because unfortunately there are a lot of people who do think that influencers are vapid and add no value to the world. A lot of people think that, and I don't want to waste my time trying to change someone's perception.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, every guy that I went on a date with, saw, whatever it may be, never had that reaction at all. ever. I've never dealt with that personally. I've just obviously heard, and I understand that a lot of people do think that we're vapid, and I understand that. But I wouldn't have gone on a second date with them. So the first date, I feel like I'd always like get a vibe of like, okay, how would they react? And then usually they were really cool. And then that was that.
I remember this one, it's kind of similar, but kind of not. I went on this one date with this guy who, he was like, oh yeah, like my house and blah, 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 blah. Like so showing off, right? He was like, yeah, like, you know, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm just gonna like, whatever. It's like, yeah, this thing cost me so much money. And it's just about like, whatever. And I was just sitting there, cause I'm also a homeowner, but I was just sitting there like, hee. And then, he was trying to show off so much. And I was just like, this doesn't impress me. Like I don't think, and I mean, which girls are like that? Like, I've never met someone who's like, oh my God, he has like like I've never met someone who like, I don't know, it's such an ick to me.
Well, yeah, understood.
I know, it's just such an ick to me, but I just thought of him. I hated him.
I
we ghosted him. I did that.
I never really had a date that was like,
ew.
Yeah, every guy that I saw was always like usually really nice. It just didn't work out, or they broke my heart, but that's fine.
Yep.
But that's fine. But
that's an audio.
Yep, that's fine. But I don't know. I'm just proud of you for putting yourself out there. I totally respect, and we all understand you not wanting to share too much about it.
Oh yeah, no.
Overall date went well though.
Yeah, would go on a second date.
Okay.
Would go on a second date.
What was like your favorite part of the date, would you say?
I mean, I hate when you don't know what someone fully looks like, and the fact that I walked in and he was the only person in the area, so I was like, that's him. I was like, yes. Like that's my social anxiety. Oh my God. I hate being like, okay, I'm standing here. Like, oh, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Bye. Like, I'm back home. My Uber's here. I hate that shit. I hate having to be like, oh my God, I'm just gonna go sit. Oh, I hate it.
Why is that so weird?
Oh, I get anxiety. I don't like it.
I mean, I would always purposely show up like 5 minutes late, like not too late, obviously.
Yeah. Just
like 5 minutes so that they're first. Mm-hmm. They're there first, and you don't have to do that.
Oh no, yeah.
So
I know, I get that. But no, my real answer to that was honestly, I think just feeling like, wow, I was completely myself. I wasn't putting up a front. Like that was what I loved the most.
Good.
And like the conversation was really good. Like it wasn't like, I don't know, it just wasn't awkward.
Would you be more open to a date maybe with online dating if you guys followed each other for a little while beforehand then?
See, you would think that, but with Raya, you have access to the Instagrams, and that's where I had the date with the guy who was so like vapid. But in that case, I felt like he was trying to impress me, and I just like that was just an ick. So maybe that was a separate thing, but I don't know.
I mean, there is a girl out there who will be very into that, who's perfect for him.
I just can't.
You just
imagine.
weren't that girl.
I can't imagine.
Some people love that. There's someone for everyone.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Or maybe,
not for many.
Or maybe he'll learn like, oh, I don't need to like overcompensate.
But yes, I mean, I'm proud of you. I'm excited for your dating journey. Are we feeling good? Are we feeling confident?
This is the epitome of our friendship. Remi's just like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm like, nothing.
I love it though. I'm so proud of you. That's so exciting. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Okay, good.
I just want to know who's who in this friendship. Like for people listening, like who's your Remi and who's the Alisha?
You know what we are?
Huh.
Fuck, what is it? Do you feel bonita? I feel bonita. Well, wonderful, because you look bonita. That's me.
Did you post the one of you and Cal?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I'm Glinda and you're Elphaba.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
I can't wait for your dating era. I have something to share with the class, though, about my dating era.
Yes.
Which I think is just silly. It's just silly.
Are you kidding? It's comical. It's hilarious.
It's so funny. Some people might not think it's funny. I think it's just like, I was like, oh. Anyways, there's this guy, which we all know Cal's my only ever boyfriend, but there is this guy that we were like never officially a thing, but it was like
we've all had those.
A weird situation. Like definitely I think my weirdest situation I had throughout my entire single era. Anyways, we're like cool. We're buds. It was one of those like back and forth things, you know?
Mm-hmm. Situationship.
But never actually was a thing.
That's the thing about situationships. You don't know what they are.
Oh.
And it's a situation. That's weird.
Do you think my first one was considered a situationship?
Yeah.
That's like a real situationship.
No, but
this one doesn't feel real. Anyways.
Y'all were a thing.
Regardless. We're cool. We're cool.
Yeah, you're buds.
We're buds. I was just like on Instagram checking recently, scrolling, and I see that they posted a story with their new significant other. Mazel, so excited for you. And I happened to notice that they also got a puppy together. And they did name their puppy Remi. Remi. I thought that was very interesting. Again, we weren't like, it's not like we're like actual exes.
No, Remi. That's weird.
No,
Yes!
it's funny.
No, it's hilarious.
Laugh is funny.
Laugh, haha, funny.
I just thought that was so silly.
No,
That's
I'm
so
sorry.
silly. I mean, it is a beautiful name.
I was gonna say, what kind of dog?
Is
it like a little
dog?
Oh yeah, it's a dachshund. Remi.
Remi.
Wait, okay.
I just thought that was funny.
I mean, he's obsessed with you. No, like actually though, if my significant other loved a name that was my ex or ex situationship or whatever, I would go out of my way to not let them name the dog that.
I will say it wasn't a situationship. It wasn't.
Okay, but what do you even if his new girl, I'm assuming, I don't know.
It was just a guy that I like definitely had feelings for at one point, and then it was like a back and forth thing, and then that was it. But I still think it's just silly because Remi is kind of a random name.
No, Remi, not Remy.
The ratatouille.
I think in my opinion, I think an ex naming their dog after you is weird.
An ex, yes. This was just a random person.
No,
but I just thought it was funny.
Y'all had a thing. I'm just so curious. Did the girl, maybe she was like, I want to name her Remi. And then I wonder if he was like, oh, yeah, babe. Or if he was also like, yes, I love that name.
I mean, it's a stunning name.
It's
also,
stunning.
maybe I have never come up in his brain ever again.
No, that's weird. Every time he's like, Remi, bad. I love it.
Me with Lulu. I'm like, Lulu? Lulu.
Good girl, Lulu. Good girl, Remi.
Remi, don't eat your shit.
Remi, no.
Stop eating your shit, Remi.
That is weird. That's weird.
No, I don't think it's that weird. I just thought it was funny.
No, that's like, it's funny. It's hilarious. That's weird. That's just like, even if I loved the name of someone who just liked me, let's say I didn't like them back, I still would be like, no, that's weird. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I just thought it was a silly anecdote to share with the class.
No, it's hilarious. Are you kidding?
Hope they're well. Again.
Has anyone named Alisha? No. That doesn't really fit for a dog name. My mom had a dog named Michelle.
Wait, let's talk about first pets.
Well, my first pet was Buster.
Buster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he was a dog?
He was a Chow Australian Shepherd mix.
Aww. My first pet was technically my turtle, Henry.
Yes. The red-eared slider.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God, sorry, I keep screaming. It's so annoying. Yes, the red-eared slider. He was a beautiful turtle who lived a long, long life. We were actually talking about first pets at my birthday dinner. And I would love to have Ollie and Cal come back and for us to share those stories again.
No, I forget how long we were talking about. I was crying with tears.
I was crying.
So funny.
Like, I think everyone's first pet stories are just so funny. Would you like to tell the story about your birds for the listeners today?
I'll save that one.
Save that for the episode.
Save that one.
It's my favorite.
I feel like there's random things people are like, there's times where I think I've said everything on this podcast because we've done it for so long, but then random stories like that will pop up and then people go, Alisha, you had birds?
She had like 30 birds at one time. I want everyone to know. She had a full aviary.
I didn't even know that's what you call them, but yes, we did.
Well, then I guess we'll save that for next time.
We should
Sorry to
save
keep you
it.
at the edge of your seats with our bird story.
I know, you're so cute. I think they're still hung up on the Remi thing.
So funny.
Good girl, Remi.
Remi,
Such good girl.
Remi, give kisses.
And it's a ween.
Give kisses, Remi.
On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pretty Basic. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, leave some comments below, and That's it.
That's it. That's all, folks. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.